One of the biggest questions I get when it comes to installing window film, after the service is done, clients picking up their car, is how long do I need to wait until I can start using my windows? Our answer here at LeJeune is, well, you can start using it immediately. And I always get the same look like, oh wow, I usually have to wait 3 days to a week for it to cure before I can actuate my windows. And at a normal tint shop, yeah, that's pretty standard. However, the way we do things here is a touch above industry standard, and we do it what I consider to be correctly to give you the best experience possible. Now, naturally, your next question would be, well, how can you do that if no one else can? It's not that no one else can do it, it's that no one else will do it. And if they do, they charge you extra for it, which typically will make you not want to do it because they don't really explain what they're doing, why they're doing it, or how they're doing it. Well, if you've learned nothing else about the videos that I have on my website and that I put on the internet, my purpose here as the owner of this company is to get you as educated as possible so you can make the most informed decision and understand the different levels and qualities of service technicians and shops that are in this industry, which should inevitably bring you to the understanding that we do it different, and this is why. Now, specifically when it comes to window film, the reason a shop will tell you that you can't actuate your window for several days until it cures is because if you have window film now, actually, let's test this theory. If you have window film on your vehicle now, or know someone that does, next time you see their window, I bet that unless they went to a very good shop and they line it up meticulously well, that where the film ends and where the bottom of this bevel of the top of the glass starts, there's gonna be anywhere between, now I've seen some really bad ones, but there's gonna be anywhere between 1/4 of an inch, which is very bad, very, very bad installer, down to, if they are extremely good, a 1/16 or an 1/8 of an inch. And if they're really good, it should be even. But if they're typical, it's gonna sort of waver. It'll be 1/16 here, 1/8 here, 1/4 here, you get the picture. But the fact of the matter is, you can see distinctly where the film ends on that window. Well, that's just simply not the way that we do things here at LeJeune. To be fair, before I got into this sector of the industry, I thought that's how it was done as well, because that's how all window film installers did it, and that's what they said. So you would assume that they're just telling you the truth. That's the only way to do it. Well, while I was up at Detail Wise with my buddies that own Chicago Auto Pros, they taught me a better way. And in my consideration, what is the right way? And unfortunately for me, now that I know that there's this way to do it, my brain will not let me do it any other way. It hurts my soul to leave that gap. I can't do it. I've tried, I'll be honest. I've tried to cut corners, and I've tried to let a car go out with that hideous gap, even a 1/16 of an inch.
No, God! No, God, please, no! 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 No!
But I couldn't do it. I had to take the film off and redo it and do it the way that I'm about to show you, which is very simple. How can I claim that you can start using your window immediately? First off, after we install it, we superheat this edge to make sure that the adhesive activates. And that does two things. One, now the edge is cured, so it's not gonna lip up. Two, it allows us to use this, which is a single-edged file, to file the edge down to create a perfect seamless bevel with the glass. That does two things. One, that doesn't allow this gasket, which is very smooth, to grab that edge, so you can actuate it all you want. And two, it gives a flawless factory finish that if you didn't know film was there, you wouldn't know, because it just looks like dyed glass now because it's so seamless. Now don't worry, I'm not gonna sit there and leave you wanting. I am going to show you what this process looks like. Now granted, pretty good at lining this up, but I do have a slight edge here, so I am gonna be able to show you what it looks like, but I'm only gonna have a slither of the film come off. But you will definitely be able to see the difference, because what I'll do is I will insert in here a before and after photo of what the edge looks like, well, before we file it and then after. Take a look. Now, how did we accomplish that? Well, let's show you. If I can get this to, yes, I can. So you'll see here that maybe what you can hear, see if I can get the camera to pick this up. You can hear that there's a little bit of a lip of a film, and you can sort of see that lip right there. That is what I'm gonna be shaving off. So I'm gonna see if I can get the camera to zoom in and pick it up and show you what the actual filing process looks like. I will warn you, if you don't like the sound of, I guess, metal scraping across glass, or that sort of fingernail on chalkboard sound, you may want to mute it while I'm filing, but just watch the visuals. All right, hopefully this stays in focus. I guess we'll find out after I'm done. This is what all of that was for. This little bitty bit right here is what we filed off. This little bit, if not filed off, will create that little lip that could potentially grab the gasket and make it lift. Now you know that between the superheating of the edge of the film and the shaving off of the very edge of it, that it can be done properly. And for us, it's not an additional charge. It's just the way we do it. It's standard operating procedure. That way you as our client get the absolute best experience with your service. So if you want it done right and looking its absolute best, you know where to come. We'll get it done for you.
Trendsetter, whoa, league of my own, it don't get better. No, read what I wrote, I'm a bestseller. Yeah, reach for my goals, hit it dead center, hit it dead center.